guys, this is Kitty here, and this is my concert recap review of Infinite Effect in New York City, and I'm so happy to be talking about this concert because, oh god, it was such a great concert, and I just feel like I wish that concert never ended and that Infinite is forever like there forever. So let's start from all the way at the beginning. On the day of the concert, I tried to get there as early as I can, considering that even though I had early entry, people were starting to line up already. So I left my house at around 8:30, I think, or 8 o'clock actually. I was just like, I'm so stoked and so happy. And on the train ride, I was just like, my headband, right? So I made this cute little headband because, you know, as you guys know, Woohyun is my number one, my ultimate bias. And I was like, I really wanted him to actually see me this time, because the first time they came I didn't get a lot of interactions with him, so I was kind of bummed out. But I made this, and then on the train ride, Hyun was coming off, so I had to kind of stop by my the closest Staples at PlayStation Theater. I was about to call them by their old name, and kind of glue it back together, and there's actually still some glue on here. So I went, once I got that glued on, and it was still kind of wobbly because the glue was still kind of wet, so I had it in a plastic bag. I got online so I wasn't too far from like the entrance. Got online, and then literally the whole time for like I think 2 hours I was holding my headband like this. So on the day of the concert, it was super cold. I think it was like the coldest day, not in that week, but like after a while, because in New York the weather is kind of crazy. It started to warm up a little, and then on Tuesday was when like they're like temperature's gonna drop, so it definitely dropped a lot. So it's freezing cold, but you know, I had everything ready. I got bundled up. I had like 4 layers. I had my boots on, had feet warmers, gloves, hand warmers, everything ready. But you know, I got there at, I would say around like 10, almost 11 o'clock. Got online, and so basically waited on that line for around 6 hours. Thank goodness there was a few suns that came out, so it wasn't like super cold, but like of course when there weren't any and then there was like strong winds, it was like super cold, and a lot of us were just like dying from the cold. But you know, for Infinite it was worth it. So around, I think early entry was supposed to go in at 6. I think at 5 o'clock or maybe 4:30 or so, they started to separate the line. So the EA, the early entry ticket holders, were moved to another section, where didn't really make the situation any better because it's pretty much like a tunnel, so the wind just comes in through the tunnel, and it was like freezing cold. We waited, and we were like pretty much complaining about, oh my goodness, why are they letting us in? Like, and they let us in almost at around almost 6 o'clock. So they let us in, but not into like the concert hall, but just the venue itself, along with the GA as well. And then they waited until 7 o'clock to let everybody into the venue hall. When I went in, PlayStation Theater, the pit area is pretty big. It's pretty long and wide and big. So me and my sister went in, and then we went right to the right side, because last time for Infinite we were at the right side, and on the left side we were like, depending on the situation, it's either left or the right, never in the middle. You don't want to be in the middle, guys. Don't want to be in the middle. But yeah, we went all the way to the right, and I was the last person on the front row where the rail is, so I was like right at that corner. And in there, they were just playing Infinite's music videos from the old ones to the new ones in chronological order on the white screen, and then of course fans started coming in and everything. The concert was just getting started. I had to have my headband on, so I had it on. I had my light stick, which I'm like ready because I was just like, I need to use this, and I finally am able to use this, so I'm really happy about that I got to finally use Infinite's official light stick. It's amazing. The moment back played, I think everybody just started screaming because they know they're about to come out, right? So once back was finished playing, the lights kind of dimmed, and then they started playing Bad, and then the moment Bad finished, their intro video started to play. So me being, you know, all the way at the very right side, so like this is the stage, right? Like I'm facing the stage and I'm on the right side. The intro started to play. I saw shadows of walking under the curtains, and then so the music video is being played on like the white screen, and behind the white screen is the curtains. The curtains open, and right off the bat I see Seungyeol and Seungyu standing right there. Once the intro finished playing, they pull down the white curtain, as you want to call it, and you know, all the members just standing there handsomely, you know, perfect. Me, myself at this corner right here, you know. I was just looking, I was like, where's Woohyun? Because, you know, it's Woohyun. So I looked, and then Woohyun just so happens to be standing and facing on the left, and he saw me. He saw me, guys. Yes, he did. There was that eye contact, guys, and I was just like, oh my god, Woohyun saw me. I was so happy. And then of course the first song that they played was Before the Dawn. The first 3 songs they performed was Before the Dawn, Be Mine, and Paradise. So during the whole the three songs, every time a member who is at the right side of the stage, so in my perspective, I'm gonna say it in my perspective, okay? So whenever they're on the right side, right, I pretty much got an eye contact by probably all, like pretty much majority of the members, simply because, you know, I don't think it's hard to miss this, and like you're the last person at that corner. So yeah, they were like definitely looking at this and definitely got eye contact by pretty much all the members. Like I said, Woohyun, Seungyeol, Dongwoo, L, Seungyu, yeah, pretty much all. Had a lot of eye contact, at least once by the members. I didn't get it on camera, but just like simply a lot of what I saw. So yeah, I was just filming, and then unfortunately one of the security guards was like, there's no filming, while everybody else had their phone cameras out. I actually had like a small little camera, my vlogging camera, if you guys have seen it before, I'm not sure, but it's like this small vlogging camera, and he was like, no pictures or no filming, and I was just like, okay. So majority of the time during this concert I didn't film a lot, and I didn't take a lot of pictures, but my sister, who was behind me, who actually did get a warning saying like don't take pictures, but you know, since she was behind me, she could kind of hide behind me, so she was able to get a lot of pictures, which I'm really happy. So the concert was just great, guys. They had a live band like they did for the first time they came here, and exactly the same people as well, if I remember correctly, but it was just so great. I mean, Infinite, they were singing perfectly, dancing perfectly, you know, and the live band just made everything so much better. But yeah, they did their, you know, songs, they did their introduction, and you know, Dongwoo was super hyper that night. I'm not really sure why, but he's really happy. I mean, all of the members were actually really happy that day. Very happy, and I'm happy because they're happy. But yeah, like during the whole introduction and everything, they were, you know, really happy to be back in New York City. And then, you know, they were worried, of course, because it was super cold, and you know, Woohyun being Woohyun was really just really caring about the fans and making sure that, are you guys sure you guys are okay, because it's freezing cold out there. And you know, as fans, we said of course we're okay. But anyways, after their like self-introduction and everything, Hoya actually mentioned that because he apologized because his ankle was still hurting. So I think that's why he wasn't as hyper and talkative as he was the first time they came. I think he, you know, most likely was on like antibiotics or something, like, or painkiller pills to kind of reduce the pain. So he wasn't as cheerful and as talkative as, you know, he normally was, at least compared to the first time that he came here. And then they went on to perform more songs and then did more talking, and then Seungyu kind of mentioned that, oh, last year they released a new album, Reality, and then, you know, asked us if we knew, and then we of course said yes. And then he also mentioned Infinite H and also his own solo, and then they started to perform songs within their new album, which is Reality, and that was an amazing stage, guys. One of my favorite songs within that album was Love Letter. I love that song. But the first song that they sang before Love Letter was Walk to Remember. So they were all in their seats. L was at the very end, couldn't really see him because the curtain was covering him, and then it was Woohyun and then Seungyeol, and then, you know me, Woohyun bias, had my camera focused on Woohyun, looking at Woohyun because he's sitting directly like right there in front of me. So I was like, okay, somehow, I don't know why, but I just felt really weird if I look at other members. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I don't know, guys. That night I was just not myself, not my normal kitty self. It was like literally I was just Woohyun focused. Maybe because I just missed him, maybe. But anyways, the best, like, this moment I was able to capture it on camera, and I'm so happy, and I want to share it with you guys, so you'll definitely see something. So basically they're singing, and then they're kind of sitting, and then, you know, they were sweaty. They were all sweaty from the previous songs that they performed, and Woohyun, being Woohyun, was of course interacting with the fans and everything. And then he looked over this way, and yeah, let's take a look, guys. Yep. Did you guys see that? No? Look at it again. Maybe just one more time. Yeah, guys. Yeah. Wow. That literally just sent my whole body into like heaven. Like, I died at that moment. Like, oh my goodness. Like, the thing is, the camera was focused on him, like I was focused on him, but I didn't really know. I remember him looking at me, but I didn't know it was that intense. And then I came home, watched the video again, and then besides that part, there was also this part. You are making my heart just, I can't describe how happy I am. Like, I was just so happy that night, guys, because all thanks to this thing, I got whatever I needed that night with Woohyun. It was just like, ugh, perfect. Okay, anyways, moving on. During the whole concert itself, I won't say that Woohyun was like looking at me, because most likely he wasn't, but he was definitely focused a lot on my side, like wherever I was standing, which is on the right side of the stage. But yeah, every time he is facing, you know, towards us, he would always kind of glance at, you know, our side. Like normally, like when they're dancing, like the members when they're dancing, they kind of space out and kind of actually look at the floor or anything else, but he was paying a lot of attention to our area, which I am not complaining whatsoever, because I'm happy. Then we went into, of course, their special stages. So Woohyun, of course, did his solo stage. He performed a new song called Every Day, which I believe is going to be in their new album that they're going to release really soon. And fans actually did like a small little project where they held out a banner that said Every Day Woohyun. And upon seeing that, he was definitely really happy because he, you know, was serious at first, and then he started to smirk, and then he was just having really a lot of fun on stage, and it was great. And then of course after that we had Infinite H's stage. So they performed Sorry I'm Busy and Pretty, which, you know, everybody loves Infinite H, and I believe one of the fans threw like a green dinosaur to Dongwoo, and we all know, if you're an Infinite fan, you know why. But he took it, he was really happy to actually see it, and he started dancing with it, which was so adorable. I do have a clip of it. Isn't he adorable, guys? It was so cute. But anyways, they performed that, and then they performed Pretty. Yep. Well, and then after that, it was Seungkyu's solo stage. He performed Control, which, you know, being the leader as he is, a lot of charisma. A lot of Seungkyu fans, actually. I was really surprised because a lot of the times they're always making fun of Seungkyu for not having the most fans in Infinite. But you have a lot of fans that love you in New York, Seungkyu. Yes, you do. And then after that is Infinite F's performance. You know, they were just having a lot of fun, and Seungyeol, I swear, Woohyun has contaminated Seungyeol and L because both of them were so cheesy that night. But yeah, Seungyeol was just throwing hearts and finger hearts and just everything to the fans, and they threw like little teddy bears. Mostly they focused on the middle spot, so a lot of the fans within the middle, that's why everyone wants to be in the middle, as throwing like the dolls. And of course, L, being a sweetheart, he tried to throw a bear at our side, but there's like a balcony up like towards the side. There's a top balcony and there's a bottom balcony, so he tried throwing a bear at the bottom balcony, which missed horribly because the bear went the other direction. But anyways, he was just like, oh my god, and then just threw the very last one towards the middle, which was pretty funny. But I have to say, I've seen L at another light. Like, you know, L, we see him as the charismatic guy that he is, and, you know, always really handsome. That night, he had some really interesting faces. Like, he made a lot of funny faces, mostly towards Woohyun. He had a lot of interaction with Woohyun. But yeah, it's just really funny. I see you in a different light, L. In a different light. But still very handsome. So after that, they all came on stage and then talked a little more to the fans, and Seungyeol was like, guys, I'm kind of disappointed in you because you guys aren't, you know, screaming enough and everything. And, you know, fans are like, oh no. But towards the, you know, the second half of the concert, I think fans were definitely more pumped up. So after that, they performed like Nothing's Over, where they, you know, kind of threw airplanes at everyone. Oh, before that, during Infinite F stage, actually I forgot, Seungyeol actually jumped down from the stage and kind of took pictures with like the people in the front row. And, you know, he walked by, of course he was that close. He was like really close, literally like this camera right here, a little closer, like pretty much like right here. He was like right here. So yeah, it was really close. Fans were, of course, being fans, sometimes can be a little rough, which I always say, guys, gotta calm down a little, but other than that, it was really nice. Anyways, back to Nothing's Over. So they were performing Nothing's Over, Cover Girl and whatnot, you know, they threw like the airplane things and everything. Didn't get an airplane, didn't get a bear, didn't get anything, but that's okay. But yeah, so they were all performing amazingly, and they were just all having such a great time. Like, they were laughing, like somehow they had some kind of inside joke, most definitely, because they were just having such a great time laughing at I don't know what, but they were just having such a great time on stage. And, you know, like I said, they're happy, I'm happy, everything's good. So towards the end of the concert, of course, it's time to pretty much say goodbye. Each one, of course, took their time, and I forgot which part where they were talking. But anyways, it was Uhyun's turn, and then he was, you know, asking us, are we okay and everything, because, you know, being in the cold and everything like that. And of course, fans reassured him that we are all really fine, even though in reality we were freezing our butts off. But anyways, fans started singing happy birthday, and Uhyun was like, why are you guys saying happy birthday? Like, who are you singing it to? And then, like, you know, he heard Uhyun, and he was like, for me? And then Dong was like, yeah, it's your birthday. And in like 3 weeks, he was like, oh, thank you. So yeah, that was that. But Uhyun is just really sweet. And then of course it's Hoya's turn, and then, you know, Hoya was talking, and then he was like, you know what, I saw someone holding a banner saying happy birthday Hoya, and he was like, even though my birthday is, you know, in March, still a long way, and when you guys started saying happy birthday, I guess he thought it was for him, which wasn't. And then he was like, well, can I request for you guys to sing happy birthday to me too? And then so the fans sang happy birthday to him, which was really cute too. So that was really nice. And then Seongjung was, you know, always saying in spirits are the best and everything. And then L ended it with a really great speech. Always will remember, he was like, I'm your Romeo, which, you know, like I said, they're learning from Uhyun, getting cheesier and cheesier every time, which is a good thing. And that's cute because they're, you know, one of their songs is called Last Romeo. But anyways, after that they performed their very last song, which was Together. And, you know, they did also, the fans did a project where they held up a sign, which I have right here. It says 내 마음 너의 것, so my heart is yours, during Together. And it was really nice. A great stage. Together is probably my favorite song now from Infinite. But yeah, they were just like kind of all standing and then singing, and of course I feel like some of the members were pretty much trying to hold their tears, you know, didn't want to cry like the first time that they came here. But yeah, I will have to say my experience with the members, each one were really nice and interacted with the fans. I think I didn't get a lot of Seongjung, maybe because normally like he's always at the like on the left side of the stage, but there wasn't much. He would wave at the fans once in a while. Hoya, like I said, was not as talkative as he was, and you know, Seongyu is always just the way he is. But yeah, Uhyun, L, Dongwoo, Seongyeol are probably like the 4 biggest members that did like a whole bunch of fan service during that whole concert. But yeah, the concert ended it. They bowed, which, you know, indicates this is the end of the concert. And yeah, they each kind of came to like the stages at the corners to kind of say goodbye and wave goodbye. So whenever a member came, I would wave goodbye. Did they see me? I don't know. But then guys, there was this moment that I didn't get on camera, but will forever be in my memory, which was, so this is what happens. Uhyun bowed right in the beginning, like in the middle section, and then I believe he was probably like, you know, waving goodbye to the fans in the middle section. He goes to the left of the stage, waved goodbye to the fans over there, and then I think one of the fans gave him a rose, so he took a rose, and then he started walking to our side, and he blew a kiss at me. He was waving, you know, he blew a kiss. First he did like a kiss, he did like so the thing was, he did a kiss and then he blew a kiss. I was like, Uhyun, like really Uhyun, like that night my heart literally was just, it wouldn't stop jumping, and like I was just in a daze. I feel like I was in a dream and whatnot. I was just, this night I really wished just never ended. But it was just a really great concert, guys. Like I absolutely just loved everything about it. And just the amount of fan service I got that night was just great. It was just absolutely great. And I don't know, it's just like, I think after this concert I literally literally would be like, Uhyun, you are my ultimate bias forever. Like when I knew Infinite was coming, I was just like, yes, they're coming. I was really excited, everything like that. And then on the day of the concert, you know, I made this. I was gonna wear this. I was kind of sketchy about if I wanted to wear it because I didn't want to block anyone, but knowing that I was like pretty much all the way at that corner, I don't think I was going to block anyone. So I wore it and everything, you know, I think everything just happens for a reason, and everything that happened that night I was just so grateful for and just really, really happy about. And it wasn't until literally I see the members themselves on stage and how close I was to the stage and how close Woohyun was, because whenever he was, you know, on the right side of the stage, literally he was just there, you know, like he was right there. Like I feel like if I just walked, like he was 2 feet maybe, well, okay, maybe like a person, like 5 feet away from me, but he was just there and he was just perfection, guys. Like, gosh, just talking about him, I don't know what's going on. Oh yeah, what is going on? What have you done to me? But yeah, I'm a happy in spirit. I'm a very, very happy girl. That night was just like the best thing ever. Oh, I'm going crazy now and I'm blushing and I don't know why. It's not like Uhyun's hair or anything. Like, what is going on, guys? I don't know. Uhyun was perfection. He was. I was just like, oh my gosh, how, like, he's just so adorable. Like, he's okay, guys, I think I have to end it now. I think this rambling is just gonna make this video even longer than it's supposed to be. But overall, an amazing concert. Infinite was great. They, you know, their singing, definitely one of a kind where there was no mistakes whatsoever. Their dancing was also on point. Like they were sweating, like literally you could see sweat coming down from their faces and they were still giving it their all. And then plus the live band was just amazing. Everything was just great. Like Infinite is a group that you don't want to miss seeing live. Like if you do get a chance, I really, really do hope that you go to their concert and just experience it, because it's just great. Like I can't describe it any more because it's just that amazing. Like just amazing. Like it'll blow your mind just why NSPIRTS love Infinite so much and why Infinite is Infinite, you know? So yeah. So yeah, that is that pretty much for this concert recap, review, whatever you want to call it, rambling, whatever, me fangirling, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that is that, and I will see you guys in my next video. Annyeong!